Hello, today is Thursday, January 6th. I'm Tracy Anderson and Happy New Year. Thanks for listening and let's run through a few highlights in the markets. Start off looking at beef and we have some things shaping up to look like a normal January. Chucks and rounds are in demand for retail roast features and that's pushing those higher. Ground beef is also moving higher and this is pretty normal. What I don't see is the middle meats taking a big move downward we would traditionally expect. Ribeyes have come off of their holiday highs, but we may hit a low as early as mid-January instead of a few more weeks decline. Weekly harvest over the two holiday weeks were at 537,000 head for New Year's week and 488,000 head during Christmas week. Now we're past the holidays, I think we'll see 630,000 to 640,000 head for the next few weeks. Well under the holiday production, but demand in January and February is about as low as it gets. Packers seem to be in a pretty good sold position and not discounting as much as I'm used to seeing. Tenderloins and loins are pretty much trading sideways, so middle meats are holding up pretty well. Okay, let's look at pork, and bellies are moving up right on cue. Last week, bellies closed at 125, and yesterday we were already up to 142. I do think we'll see bellies move up steadily over the next few weeks. There seems to be strong retail demand right now driving this move higher. Butts and loins are moving higher as well. I think the forecast for fewer hogs this year could see elevated pricing for the next few weeks. We'll look at chicken. Boneless, skinless breasts continue higher into the new year. Demand is strong and product is moving. Wings are done with their recent declines and moving back up. This is wing season, so stay ahead of your needs. Production is strong, though the hatch rate, which dropped in 2001, has not recovered. For the year, the U.S. processed 9.64 billion chickens, down from the previous year's total of 9.79 billion chickens. Wow. Two variables to consider moving ahead with the chicken pricing are, one, the expectation we may see Chicken Sandwich Wars Part 2 this year, which would continue to put pressure on the market, and number two, if the hatch rate improves, as I'm hearing is expected, we will have additional product in the market to push prices lower. I'm betting on Chicken Sandwich Wars Part 2. Current inventories are tight, so stay ahead if you can. We'll look at grains now, and corn closed at $6.13 yesterday, down from last week's $6.16, so things are pretty quiet, yet expensive. After recent declines in soy, it's moving higher again on strong demand and strong biofuel demand. We've been watching the flour market move right on up with bad weather news from Canada and Russia. I heard January will be better, but nothing I could see told me January will be better. Well, it's January, and flour is not continuing higher. Recent increases slowed demand and decreases in export are putting us in an improving situation. I'm not saying things are going to drop quickly, but I do think we've seen the worst when it comes to wheat. Okay, we'll look at dairy, and finally let's look at dairy, and this is where the action is. Butter is up 24 cents through Thursday this week, closing at its highest we've seen since 2015. Strong holiday demand, plus reductions in cold storage supplies, plus strong export demand, and only so-so production due to transportation and labor issues make this a market on the rise. When a market takes off like this, it's easy to overreact. I'm suggesting this won't be long-term. Looking at the block and barrel so far this week, block is up 8, barrel is up 13. Typical movement for this time of year, but a bit more aggressive. Okay, I'm done with the first report of 2022. Thanks for listening, and let's do it again next week.